I have a feeling I might be in the minority here, but Miss Scarlet Ana Abiyedh by Latafa did not work for me. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews of the many new Latafa releases, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. I put emphasis on the many because Latafa is doing the most with launches right now. I've been asked if I'm going to review some of the newer ones, some of the gourmand ones. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I have no interest in reviewing the cupcake looking ones. I just, gimmicky in the way that the whole thing looks, I just don't even want to go there. I think I'm at a point in my journey with gourmands where I have found some incredible ones, and I lean more towards the more kind of upscale gourmands, the complex gourmands, or even just simplistic ones that are in nice packaging, but I'm not really interested anymore in those like kitschy kind of gourmands like that. So I won't be reviewing those, and I am still purchasing ones that are of interest to me to review for you guys. So enter in Ana Abiyedh Scarlet. And I was really excited for this because I absolutely loved Coral. I thought Coral was a fantastic release, very universally loved. I thought that fragrance could be worn on its own. It can be worn layered. I thought it was such a fun, fresh summer beauty. Absolutely loved it. So I was looking forward to this. One, because I'm still ever on a mission to find cherry fragrances that are unique and interesting and fun to wear and aren't all the same. And that's kind of difficult to find, right? I probably will do a cherry fragrances video here soon. And so I saw this was also inspired by a Christian Louis Vuitton, a very, very pricey fragrance that I wasn't going to purchase myself. So yes, I was like, let me bring this in, review it. And I will say I try to avoid, as much as I can, most of the time, I try to avoid reading a lot of reviews before I purchase new releases that I know that I'm going to purchase or that I've already purchased, because I don't really want my opinion to be swayed. Or I say that, you guys, but if you know me by now, you probably know my opinion cannot be swayed. I am pretty direct, honest. Sometimes I go completely against the grain in some of my thoughts. So I did look up some reviews on this, and they are extremely positive. And I've seen some of my fragrance friends on Instagram rave about this. Let me just pre-qualify everything I'm going to say. I'm not saying anyone is lying, that they're wrong. You like what you like, and I like what I like and don't like what I don't like. And I do not like this fragrance, and I have tried a couple of times, and even right now holding it, let me just show you guys the bottle real quick, just in case you haven't seen. This says I am Scarlet White is what it says here on this side. I like the scrolling right here, the gold. I think the bottle is really, really pretty, by the way. But oh, man, you guys, I've really tried with this one, and holding it right now and getting a whiff of it just inside its component, I think it smells really nice. Not so much out of the atomizer. Still smells okay. I really thought when I opened it, I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna like this. It could be my skin, okay? It could very well be my skin. And I really don't want to spray this on me, you guys. It's not a complete scrubber. I just really don't enjoy it. So let me just spray inside the cap, as some people do. Okay. I'm still getting pretty much what I get on my own skin here, but I think it's even worse on my skin. But it's pretty bad out of the cap. This is what I picture, because I've been talking to some of my friends, like my fragrance besties, and telling them how I don't like this. And like, let me describe it to you. I have an appreciation a little bit for what I envision that this is, the girl that I envision here. And it's kind of this cool nostalgia thing for me, right? I grew up in the 80s, or I was born in the early 80s. A lot of the movies that I consume were 80s and 90s movies. So to me, this is that girl in an 80s movie, late 80s movie, we should say. She has the big hair, like the curls, the volume. She uses that Aquanet hairspray, the bangs, everything. She is wearing like a little, maybe kind of like a little leathery corsety top thing like I have right here, but without any shirt underneath it. She's showing all this. She has a leather jacket. She has a short mini skirt. She has her pointed, shiny heels. She smokes cigarettes and skips class. And she is the girl that all the guys are like, oh man, like, watch out for Rhonda. Like, you want to get some from Rhonda? Like, you can, like, you know, that girl, and she's all tough and edgy, and she goes to pool halls, and she beats all the boys and drinks all the beers, throws all the big parties at her house, and then cut to behind the scenes, she's actually just like this wounded, you know, trauma-filled girl who's actually really sweet, but has this tough exterior, and the 80s character, okay? And they seem really, really cool, right? Like when you're younger, you're like, that girl's so cool. Like, I don't want to smoke cigarettes and drink, but like, she looks so cool to me. That's this girl. This is like an ashtray filled, cherry, just heavy drinker, bad girl fragrance. And that's its own thing. That's like, if that's what you're going for, I think that's kind of cool. Like if I were going in a Halloween costume this Halloween as this like edgy rocker 80s chick, bad A 80s chick, this is the fragrance I would pair with it. And I would be a full package. That's one girl I think this is. If this is today modern, and please do not take offense if you love this fragrance, I am, again, this is my own personal opinion, okay? If you're today wearing this, I feel like you are late 60s, 80s years old, and you still really have that affinity for the 1980s and your kind of more vintagey perfumes. As far as like a modern woman today, I don't get it. I don't get it. And I know, like he, our sacred patron saint of fragrances, Quentin Beach, like we should, you know, he makes amazing fragrances, and he is the perfumer behind the Christian Louis Vuitton version of this. I've not smelled that. I cannot say. From what I've seen, people say it is almost identical, maybe a 95% dupe. So I don't know. And maybe that's what he was going for. I don't know. Maybe he was like, I want to evoke that sort of like vintage, like just bad girl vibes. And cool, you achieved it. For me, I just can't. I can't do it. I have tried. I keep saying that over and over again. But like, I get the cherry in here, but it is like a cherry that is buried beneath the ashes of an ashtray. I get so much ashtray out of this, and I don't know if it is the pink pepper mixed with the patchouli that is giving that to me. There's kind of this herbal earthy thing going on in here as well. A little bit of something kind of, the smokiness is more like a burned out, like ashes sort of smokiness to me, hence like the cigarette sort of smell, ashtray sort of smell. And I really, really don't like it, you guys. It's a shame because I believe that some people are loving this. I would be curious though to know, like, do you love it because like it is achieving that sort of nostalgic vibe, and you think that's really cool. Because if so, I understand that. I genuinely do. Like, it can kind of put you in a certain mood. Like, I do think this would make you feel like a baddie, for one. Like, you could go out and kick some butt. I think it could give you some confidence if you are like, I am gonna dress kind of like I'm dressing now, honestly. You don't have to do the crazy hair, but you're kind of like dressed like this, and you want to put on like your spiky heels, and you want to go out and just dominate and kind of get into that spirit of that 80s character I was talking about. I could see that. But otherwise, it just isn't very pleasant to me. And I am probably going to get, if you want to get mad at me, do it in like a nice way. Just be like, girl, I love that fragrance. I think it's so awesome. And then explain to me why. And like, I will probably understand. I'll be like, yeah, I can totally see that. I wish it was that for me, but it's not. But as far as for me, it's just a fail. It's just a fail. And I wanted to love it so much. It's kind of a strange review. I know it's very specific, but that's exactly what this fragrance gives to me, and it's just not the vibe that I'm personally going for in my life today. So you guys let me know your thoughts about this. Please keep it kind. If this did not work for you, I would like to hear it, because I have not heard very many people. Like, most people are raving about this, so I know that I'm, you know, maybe an anomaly over here, but I want to hear your thoughts, your kind, respectful thoughts in the comments. I thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous. Bye.